Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Notes from the Sewing Room. My name's Becky. Today's video is all about the hack off. Now this is a project that I do once every couple of months with Adele from Button and Pip, and today I'm going to be revealing what I'm doing this time. Hope you've been having a lovely few days, whatever you've been up to. This video is all about what I'm making for my hack off project. Now, I'm not sure if you've watched any of my other hack off videos before, but basically I kind of split my video up. So in this video I'm going to show you what fabric I'm using and talk to you about my actual plans, and then I'm going to put a little bit of footage in of me making my project, and then Adele and I are going to come together in about a week's time to reveal both of our outfits. So I'm really excited about it and I can't wait to get started. So let me show you the fabric that I'm actually using. By the way, if you can hear any noise in the background, my husband is just over there in the kitchen making some breakfast. Hello. So, oh yeah, did you hear him say hello? I'm not sure if you heard that. So I'm just trying to kind of multitask today and do a few different things all at the same time.
I won't sing today.
But he's not singing today. He did actually sing in one of my earlier videos. You could kind of hear him in the background, so not sure if you remember that or not. But anyway, going off the point here. So, the Tulip Skirt is the project that we're actually hacking this time. So if you're unfamiliar with the Tulip Skirt, basically it's a pattern that Sew Over It released quite a while ago now, like maybe a couple of years ago, I'm not sure. But it's a PDF pattern. So here it is. Mine's actually got a little bit crumpled because it's been in my kind of drawer where I keep all my sewing patterns. But yeah, it's quite a simple project. It's got this kind of tulip skirt effect, which kind of makes sense because it's called the Tulip Skirt, and it's got a zip at the back and a waistband at the top there as well. So yeah, I really like this project. I've made it a couple of times. I'll show you actually in a second a couple of the skirts that I've made before as the Tulip Skirt, but for now I'm going to just tell you a little bit about what I'm going to do this time. So because I wanted to change the pattern up and just make it look completely different, I've decided to remove the waistband, use the main part of the skirt, and then add on a brand new bodice to it. So what I'm going to do is, I've been kind of thinking, shall I add it on to the Betty dress bodice, because I really like that one. It's another Sew Over It pattern. But no, I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on this Butterick pattern top to it. So this is the B6556 Butterick pattern. I've made this pattern up a couple of times already. I made a spotty version earlier in the summer when I went to Goodwood Vintage Revival Festival. And then more recently, I made a kind of red floral version, which was for my Fabric Guys online kind of fabric review type thing. So, but I really like the square neckline. So I thought what I'd do is I'd make version B of the bodice. This is the one with the sleeves, the kind of cap sleeves. So I thought that would be really nice to actually add on to the Tulip Skirt. So it's a bit of an experiment really, because I've not got time to make a toile. To be honest, I don't really that often kind of make practice garments anyway, because I don't really have enough time, and I'm kind of just thinking if it goes wrong I'll just unpick it and try and sort out what the problems are. But I know that's not probably good practice and I probably shouldn't really do that, but you know, that's just me. I probably wouldn't do that if I was using really expensive fabric, but if I'm using not so expensive fabric or I've made the pattern before, then I just tend to go with it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll use the bodice as it is, because I know that actually fits me okay. I know that the Tulip Skirt fits me okay, but I think what I'm going to do this time is add on about 5 inches to the bottom of the skirt. Now I found that the shortest version of the skirt was a little bit too short for me, and I didn't want to make the longer version of the skirt last time, so I kind of did an in-betweeny length, if that makes sense. But because I'm missing off the waistband, and I think the waistband is quite deep, it's probably going towards 2 inches on its own. So I think I'm going to add on that 5 inches. So that basically makes up for taking off the waistband, and then hopefully the skirt will finish just above my knee area. So we'll see how that works out. Cross fingers that is kind of all okay. And then also I'm going to add in a invisible zip to the back of the project as well. By the way, if you can see a different doggy in the background, we've got a visitor at the moment, Rolo. He's a different Labrador, so you can kind of see him backwards and forwards. And then Bentley, my Labrador, is just sitting in the chair behind, so I'm not sure if you can see him over there, but that's his kind of favourite place to sit, which you've probably heard me say before. What fabric am I using? So I decided to be a little bit naughty and I ordered myself some fabric from Material Girl Laura online. As you know, I'm quite a big fan of her fabrics, so I spotted this one. So it's a cotton sateen fabric and it's in this beautiful kind of leopardy type print, animal print. So I decided to order 2.5 meters because I thought, if I've got too much for this project, then maybe I can make a little matching bag or something to go with it, or a book bag or something else. So I'd rather have too much fabric than not enough, because I've had that problem before. So it's a kind of medium weight fabric. It's got kind of a white back section to it, and then quite a good amount of weight and a little bit of stretch to it as well. So I think it would be really comfortable to wear, and because it's more of a medium weight fabric, it would be perfect for this time of year. So I'm really looking forward to using that. So I'll hold that up so you can see it's got a little bit of drape to it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using that. I'll put some pictures up of more of a close-up of the actual fabric as well, so that you can see it, because I know a few of you have commented on my videos before and said, can we please see more of a close-up of the fabric? So I will try and do that for you. So that's that. So I'm probably going to line the bodice in the same fabric, because I think hopefully I'll have enough fabric for that. But in terms of lining the skirt, what I've got here is some anti-static lining, which I bought a while ago. I'm not sure where I bought this from, but I've kind of just had it in my stash. So which is actually perfect, because it's the perfect colouring to go with this fabric that I've got here. So it's a kind of oatmeal colour. As you can see, it's really lightweight. I'm sure you've probably seen anti-static lining type fabrics before, so it's really plain, but I think it will work really well for that. Now, in terms of what I'm going to wear my dress for when it's finished, not really sure. I might wear it for work, or I might wear it for a Christmas party or something like that. I'm not sure. I have got a Christmas party that I'm going to in early December, so yeah, it may work well for that. So, but I'll keep you posted on how I'm getting on with all the project. Like I say, I'm kind of running out of time for it a little bit. I'm meeting Adele in only 1 week's time, so I'm basically going to have to beaver away in the evenings this week to try and get my project done. But I kind of feel like if I do half an hour here and there, then it just tends to make the whole project quite quickly. So cross fingers that I get on okay, and I'll keep you posted. I just wanted to check in to let you know how I'm getting on with my project. I've just been sewing some bits of the skirt together, which is great. It's Thursday evening at the moment, and I'm just busy trying to squeeze in as much sewing as I can before I meet Adele on Sunday. And the fabric that I'm using here, this beautiful cotton sateen from Material Girl Laura, it's just so easy to sew. It doesn't move around on my sewing machine, and yeah, it washed really well as well. I don't think I've noticed anything shrink. Also, I've not had to iron it yet, which is a bonus. Well, I can't believe it, I've actually got my dress finished in time. I've been working on it a little bit each night this week, and it's been quite tight because I was a little bit worried I wasn't going to get it finished. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about the light. It looks a little bit bright on my face at the moment. I'm filming this video in the evening. It's Saturday evening now, and I'm visiting with Adele tomorrow, but I just thought I'd check in quickly and show you how I've got on. I'm not going to reveal the whole thing because I am going to be filming with Adele, like I say. I'm going to be revealing like the whole outfit, so we're wearing them. So I can't wait to see what she's made. I'm really looking forward to it. I know nothing about what she's made. I don't know what fabric she's used. I don't know if she's making a skirt or if she's making a dress, or maybe, I don't know, she could be changing it up in any way. I have no idea. But I just thought I'd show you. So you'll remember that I'm using cotton sateen fabric to make my project. And yeah, so here it is. So I've basically joined the skirt onto the bodice from Butterick pattern, like I mentioned earlier in this video, and I can't believe how well it's turned out. Considering I've joined a Butterick pattern and a Sew Over It pattern together, I was a little bit worried that they weren't really going to mesh very well. but as it turns out, they have worked really well, so that's really cool. So I've decided to use an invisible zip at the back of the project. So as you can see, you can hardly see it there, so it's kind of beigey sort of brown colour zip that I've used, and I'm actually really pleased with how it's turned out on the inside as well. So I'll just turn it inside out and I'll show you what it looks like. I always think it's nice when projects look nice on the inside as well as the outside, even though it's only me that would actually get to see you know, what it looks like on the inside most of the time, unless, you know, it's in the washing machine and it's out on the washing line or whatever. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with this actually. So I'll show you the zip at the back. So if I just hold that up to the camera, you can see. So I've got my invisible zip there, and then I've basically sewn it on the inside of both layers, and then you can see this kind of nice anti-static lining that I've got for the skirt as well. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I think it's probably worked out better kind of on the inside of the project than anything that I've made for ages. So I think it's because, you know, even though I've been kind of rushing in a way to get it done, I have taken my time with the important steps. So I can't wait to reveal this to Adele tomorrow and see what she's made as well. Hi, we're over at Adele's house today, so I hope you're having a good day, and we've come to reveal both of our outfits that we've made for the hack-off this time. So yeah, this is my full dress that I've actually made. I've got a bit of cotton there.
Well, as soon as you brought that in, we all said wow, because I just think it's amazing, Becky.
Oh, thank you.
You've done an absolute brilliant job matching what you've done, which you're going to talk about in a moment, and also the fabric choice. And I think it's almost like a party dress.
Oh, thank you. I actually don't know what I'm going to wear it for. I was kind of just thinking I was going to wear it for work or something.
Well, it works. Christmas Day.
Yeah, I could wear it for work, Christmas party or something.
With
but,
some nice jewellery.
Yes, yeah, the neckline is slightly lower, I think, than the versions I've made before.
So do you want to say what you've actually done to yours, yeah?
Yeah, so I've actually made the Butterick B6556, which was free in Love Sewing magazine. I'll put up a picture up so you can see it a little bit more closely. But I made the bodice from that, and then I've added it onto the Tulip skirt. Now I did say in the earlier part of this video that I was going to add on 5 inches to the skirt, but I've actually ended up adding on 6 inches because I felt like when I was cutting it out it was going to be slightly too short. But you can't see because I'm kind of sat down, but if I stand up you can hopefully see that it's comes to just above my knees.
Yeah, now the pattern does have an option, doesn't it, for the longer, but I've never made the longer version. Have you?
No, I haven't. I made a kind of in-betweeny version before because the short version I felt that for me was going to be too short.
Yeah, it is quite short, I know what you mean.
So I kind of added on maybe, I don't even remember, like maybe like 2 inches or something to the original one, but I actually chucked away the rest of it, so I couldn't really make the longer one. So I suppose I could print it off again because it was a PDF pattern, but that's a bit of a faff and I don't really want to have to do that.
So it's easy, I suppose, just to extend the line down where you need it to be.
That's exactly what I did.
Do you want to show the back? Because I love, I just think it's a bit of a wow dress.
So if I just, can you see that on the
camera? It's a square back. If you just bob down a little bit. There we go. So yeah, it's a square back as well as the square front, and that's what I think is a lovely feature, because you always look at the front but never the back of the garments. Yeah, exactly. So perhaps if you were to have your hair up or something, then you'd be able to see the front and the back a little bit. It's very elegant.
So, yeah, it's very elegant. I don't know, I've never really had a square neckline before, but it's quite nice because on this pattern it's supposed to have a little V bit at the front. But this is the 3rd time that I've made this bodice. I've made the Butterick dress twice before, once for Goodwood in summer, and then I made it again in a cotton lawn fabric. And each time it looks completely different, but this is the 2nd time I've gone straight across with the neckline. But I think I prefer it just a kind of straightforward square.
Is it lined or is it faced?
Yeah, so I've lined it all the way through. So in the underskirt I've got this.
You've done so well.
So I've got this kind of barley coloured
like lining,
So it's just an anti-static lining that I use. I got from the local market, and then I've used the same fabric to line the bodice. When I made my version for Goodwood early in the summer, I didn't have enough fabric to line the whole thing, so I made my own little facing to go inside. But it does actually work better if you line it, I think.
Does it have bust darts or is it darts up? Also, it has both.
It has both.
It reminds me a little bit of the Betty dress because that has darts up and darts across.
It does.
But it's lovely.
Oh, thank
I think
you.
you've done a brilliant job.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's worked out better than I thought it was going to, because I had a little bit of a panic because I'd extended the skirt. It just looked quite small, and I think you were saying that you had a bit of a problem with doing your pleats. I think I saw on one of your Instagram posts. So I think I had a problem doing the pleats, which was just a bit weird really, because I've made the skirt twice before, but pleats one of those things where it is easy to do them wrong. If you take it in too much, you can make it too small.
And also getting them to lie the right way, that sort of boggles me a little bit, to make sure that they're actually tulip and not all lying the same way.
Yeah, well, do you know, the two skirts that I've made before, the pleats look completely different on both versions.
And did you realise that you'd pressed them the wrong way?
Because it's so easy to do, you know. But I think, I was saying to Adele earlier, I think we're over-critical when we make our own clothes of, you know, what things are like, and it really doesn't matter if things aren't quite right, because no one's going to go, oh, do you know that pattern? It's supposed to be this way.
Oh, I know, but I think it's almost the same, like that you know where the mistakes are, and I've been pointing out all my mistakes, and you're like, well, I didn't even know that. And I just, I think we're our world's worst critics, aren't we? Yeah.
But the best thing about doing this hack off challenge for me is that you get to try new things.
Yes.
And it's always so fun to see what you've made and what I've made, and it's completely different, because we never talk about what the other person is going to make. Because
I don't know what fabric or what hack or anything that you're going to do, so it's always a lovely surprise when we're at the door and then ding dong. Like, although you had it on a hanger this time, because last time the Stevie dress, I didn't even know that that was your Stevie dress that you had on.
Exactly. But it's fun. Just today it's a little bit chilly outside, so I didn't really want to come in this dress because I've taken my tights off to film this video. So, and I thought it'd just get a little bit cold. So yeah. But
I think it would work for summer or winter, wouldn't it? So black tights, or we were talking earlier about coloured tights. What colour would you maybe go?
Maybe like brown or grey. Grey would be nice.
That would be lovely.
Although when I had it kind of hung up in my hallway to bring, I got a cardigan drying on the radiator next to it, which is a bright green cardigan, and I actually think that bright green might look quite nice with it. Just a cardi, probably not tights, but
could you put a belt on it as well?
Probably. Yeah. Why not? You could do.
Yeah. Some little belt loops, because the waistband is fitting naturally on your waist, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've actually not extended the bodice at all, so I have got a naturally quite a long body, but it does fit quite nicely on me here. So if you are making the Butterick pattern, it's probably worth just maybe either making a test version or just putting the pattern piece maybe up to yourself or up to a mannequin that you know is your
because I wondered, how did you get on mixing a big 4 with an indie with the sizing?
Well, I think it was because I've made the Butterick before, and I kind of knew what the fit was around my tummy area, and I knew what the fit was from the tulip skirt that I've made before, so I've just taken a risk on putting the two together. I didn't really know if it's going to work out or not, and it might have gone completely wrong, but as it
I've always struggled with the amount of ease on the big 4 patterns, so it's always kind of put me off. But you've managed to make it work perfectly. But you don't have a waistband, do you?
No, so I've taken off my waistband on the tulip skirt because I felt like it wasn't probably going to work adding it onto the bodice, and that's why I've extended the length of the skirt. So the length of, or the width of the waistband is actually quite thick on the tulip pattern. So I thought it was going to work for me this time without the waistband.
Yeah, I just keep rubbing my tummy because I've actually still got the waistband in. But yeah, I know what you mean, actually. It is actually quite thick.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Adele's dress over on Adele's channel. So if you go and visit Button and Pip, then you'll be able to see her dress on there. But so we're going to be having a chat all about what Adele's done and any changes that she's made and everything on there. But
all I say is there's a few pins.
But it looks amazing. Like from what I've seen so far, it looks really, really nice.
I'm putting myself back in now because it's gone all a little bit baggy. But
it's lovely. Yeah.
Well, a brilliant second. Well, no, it's our 3rd hack now, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it's gone really fast actually. So I guess probably the next one will be into the new year.
Yes, into New Year, and we've still not decided yet, have we?
No.
Of what pattern. But if anyone's actually got any suggestions,
let us know. We'd love to hear.
Of a pattern that we could hack, that would be really good.
Yeah, it would. I mean, what we've tried to do so far is use things that we've already got in our stash, so that we're not having to buy kind of new patterns and things. But you know, we're open to suggestions. So you never know what you suggest we might already have anyway. Yeah. So we'd love to hear.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well thanks for watching today, and don't forget, if you have liked this video, do like the video and subscribe to my channel, and go over and visit Button and Pip as well. And
see the pins.
It's beautiful, it is. I think Adele's being overly critical.
I'm just breathing in a lot right now.
Yeah, it's lovely, it's really lovely.
Oh, thank you.
But anyway, I'll hope you be back on the channel next week, and until then, I'll see you soon.
Bye.